In geometry, two, and only two, angles are complementary if they add to 90 degrees. Any two angles, even something silly like a 1 degree and 89 degrees, can be complementary because they add up to exactly 90 degrees. You may recall that a right angle is 90 degrees. So one way to define complementary angles is that they are two acute angles that add to form a right angle. If you are not using degrees but are using radians instead, you can say the two angles add to a sum of pi divided by 2. Angles do not have to be part of the same figure. In the drawing below, for example, 3 angles are placed on a plane, but only 2 are complementary. The only two numbers that sum to 90 degrees are the first and third angle, so they are complementary. Here are 3 more angles. Only one could possibly be a partner for a complementary angle. Do you know which one? To be complementary, angle A plus angle B must sum to 90 degrees. So the two angles must be acute, or less than 90 degrees. The 20-degree angle is the only acute angle shown here, so it is the only possible partner for a complementary angle. Sometimes angles are drawn as touching pairs. They share a side, ray, or line. In the drawing below, which angles are complementary angles? Notice that the intersecting lines of the left-hand angle and middle angle create a right angle, so angle COP and angle POT are complementary. The middle angle, angle POT and angle TOE on the right side are complementary too. You cannot say all 3 are complementary. Only 2 angles together can be complementary angles. There are 2 theorems that make use of complementary angles. One states, complements of the same angle are congruent. This theorem, which involves 3 angles, can also be stated in another way. If 2 angles are complementary to the same angle, then they are congruent to each other. Since 2 angles must add to 90 degrees, if one angle is given, we'll call it angle GUM, only one other measurement can be its complement. If one angle is complementary to angle GUM, we will call it angle CAP, then any other angle that is also complementary to angle GUM must be equal in measure to angle CAP. You can see that angle ELM looks as if it is the same angle to angle CAP, which it is, since the 2 angles are both complementary angles to angle GUM. Then they are congruent. The other theorem about complementary angles states, if 2 angles are complementary to 2 different congruent angles, then the 2 angles are congruent. This involves 4 angles altogether. Say you have 2 congruent angles, angle DOG and angle FLY, each measuring 63 degrees. Their complementary angles are angle CAT and angle EMU, each measuring 27 degrees. You can easily see that 2 angles of 27 degrees are congruent.